Alright, yo, what's good? How you all doing? That's a weird way to start the introduction. But what's up, guys? How you guys doing? We're gonna be starting off this video with the third sin that is in Coin Shop. It's Lady Merlin. Oh my Merlin. Yes, sir. Like, if you guys don't know, we already did a video covering Gother. We covered Escanor, and last video I showed you guys a little bit of Merlin, so might as well just continue that and just show you guys what gears I got on her, what's the best sub rolls, sub stats, best rolls, etc, etc. Let's get it. Alright, if you're new to the channel, hit that like, subscribe if you haven't already. If you guys want to see more videos like this as I break down the units and what gears would be best for them with sub stats, etc, etc, hit that like, subscribe. Comment down below what you guys run on this girl right here as your sub stats, and let's get right into it, shall we? So, if you guys don't know, Shawty is an attacking unit with some support. Yeah. So, we're going to talk about the attacks, then we're going to talk about what gears, and then we're going to talk about stats, and then we'll talk about sub stats. So that way it's broken down in a good way. That's how I do my videos. So hopefully you guys can follow along with us. Shout out to 7deadlysins.grandcross.gg. The website is impeccable. They have good information for you guys if you guys need it. And yeah, but coming from knowledge from a gamer, let's get it. Like, I'm a gamer just like you with opinions, and these opinions could be fabricated as factual. But it depends on how you take it. You dig? Cool, let's start it. Spear Explosion, 3-star, inflicts damage equivalent to 450% of attack on one enemy and depletes ultimate gauge by 3 move. Yes, sir. That is actually freaking good. You guys probably already know that. That is a damage dealing attack though. Take this into consideration. I love this Merlin. This Merlin be hitting hard. She be cleaning up units on PvP. Many people use her on PvP as the 4th slot because of her her ability, which includes 1 orb at the start of the battle. So when your unit dies and she comes in and she's like there, you want to use her as a cleanup unit or a reduction for the gauge. You need it. You need to do that, right? So in order to do that, you would need a specific kind of gear set. But we're not there yet. Again, like I said, she's just like Gother. She's an attacker with support, but there's a difference. So let's get into it. Perfect Cube. It creates a barrier around all allies equivalent to 375% of attack for 2 turns. So this attack could legit take hits. It could take an Escanor hit, a 3-star Escanor hit. It could take it, I think, if it's not geared properly. Yeah. And then we got Exterminate Ray, inflicting damage to 540% on one enemy, disabling attack skills for 2 turns. There you go. Attack and support. Second skill, support. First, attack and support. So with all that being said, you guys see it says attack and defense there, right? But what are the substats you want to roll on her? Attack and defense is correct. That would be the best rolls for her because the attack stat really does work on those skills. So the way that it would work, right? If you have your attacking card, you want to deal as much damage as you guys possibly can. So the best thing would be doing is to use attack gear. Defense gear, so you guys can withstand attacks and you guys can dish out the attacks back. Y'all need a clap back. The second Perfect Cube, it works based off of your attack stat. Alright? So if you got 375% of attack stat, in my opinion, the barrier, if your attack stat is high, I think this is how it works. If your attack stat is high, the barrier is there for a longer period of time. Like, not a longer period of time, but it could withstand more attacks. I think that it's based off your attack, not in your defense. So yeah, it's based off of your attack. There you go. Boom, ski. So with that being said, let's look at her stats. 540 is her attack stat. That is high. Her defense is high. 420, 420. You know, spark up. It's high. Yo, these jokes just go along together, bro. Anyway, back to it. Her HP is, yo, that shit's high too. So she is a all-around good unit for attack and defense gear. Her pierce rate, resistance, regeneration, crit chance, crit damage, that's something that's really good. The recovery rate is good. Everything else is meh. So your substats for your attack and defense rolls should be like attack, HP, and defense. Yeah. Like I said, for her first skill, her second skill, and also her ultimate, the attack stat is what relies mainly on her. Okay, so if your attack stat is high, she's doing decent damage, removing all gauge orbs, right? She's putting up a cube that is, if your attack stat is high, it will tank properly. It will tank really in a decent manner, right? And then her Exterminate Ray and her Tornado Sever. With those ultimates, she's attacking, and she's also doing a support action, which is disabling attack skills by 2 turns. With her Bond or her Link or her Fate with Arthur, it does 630% attack instead on one enemy. So with all that information given to you, right? Let's pull up Merlin. Just so you know, we're talking about Coin Shop Merlin. This is her stats right now. For me, for my rolls that I've got on her. Look at her combat class, 35k. Her attack stat, like I said, her attack stat is high. It's at 10.4k with the gears that I've given her. 6,182 defense, and her HP is low, but that's because I'm running a attack and defense gear set. If you used a HP defense gear set, her HP would be higher. Alright, but you don't want to use HP and defense unless you're one of those guys that just love CC. CC is your best friend. You don't really care about attack. You just want to see a number that's high, and you want to be like, hey man, my CC is higher than yours. But if I use my team versus you on PvP, I'm clapping. Just so you know. But yeah, these gears gives the best stats for her, and it's the best complementary stats for her as a unit. So we're gonna go into her equipment now. So like I said, attack and defense. One thing you notice is I have all SSRs except for the one that is on the right side. And like I said for my Gother video, I mean, hey, I'm working on it. Okay, I'm working on it. I'm not working on my defense gears. Importantly, I'm working more on the 4 corners. So you guys can see I got 12.6%, I got 13.2%, 12.9%, and 11.5%. And in the middle, I got defense and crit defense. But hey, I mean, I gotta just roll that crit defense and change it up to defense. So I just want defense in the middle. Crit defense, you know, resistance, that's not really necessary, but because in my opinion, I feel like defense covers resistance, covers crit defense, covers crit resistance, like all that stuff. Like I feel like defense covers. So like, yeah, this is how I roll with this is how I run my my Merlin. And just so you guys know, you can get 3% across the board. So the highest roll would be 15%, but being above 12.5%, I think in my opinion is good. But if you want to roll higher, I'd say run for like 13.5. That's your opinion if you want to like do some rolling. But with the way that my units are and how I feel comfortable with my team, I don't really need to go that far in re-rolling my stats, because again, one thing that could come into play is RNG. Sometimes you can crit, sometimes you can do extra damage, you know, you can get a high roll. So you don't really need that high substats, but it's always up to the person that's playing. Some people will be like perfectionists and be like, hey, I need my units all at 3%. Every single roll has to be 3%. That's you do you. But for me, it's not that important to me, in my opinion. But these are the rolls that I have. These are my stats. Okay, no, do not change. Go back. I wanted to show stats. These are my stats that I've got currently on her. Yes, you might have a better Merlin than I do, but like I said, RNG can take into play. Alright, so yeah, crit and all that stuff isn't really that important. It's mainly like attack, defense, and HP for her. She's like a really well-rounded unit for being support and attack, mainly attack, but the support is there, so it all depends on how you use her. Something that you guys might have noticed is just I talk about the unit. I don't talk about what's the best combat link for them. you can just choose based off of whatever character you have built. But I talk mainly of the characters when I do these videos, just character, herself or himself. All right. So with all that being said, I hope this did help you guys a little bit better on what unit, what roles, substats, and stuff like that to use on this Merlin. I am doing the other units as I go. Alright, so if you guys want to see other units that I'm working on currently, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button as well. Comment below again what roles or what your substats are on your gears, what gears you guys run, and I'll see you guys in the next video. I'll see you guys later. Peace.